taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan State Spartans. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff to get this game underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
It's complete on the right side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this guy just has a lot of skills when he's toting the rock, doesn't he? He's got speed, but he's also physical. Kind of reminds you of great Michigan State running backs, guys like Le'Veon Bell or T.J. Duckett. They could run guys over, but once they got in the second level, they could take it the distance. This guy has skills like that.
And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Spartans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try the run. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bama! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive. There he goes! These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The give to the lone running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's got it on the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Rides the back on the option to give. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. How about the little toss out to the fullback to give him a touch?
And you said little toss because they're not trying to throw bombs to the fullback. This is a guy that's going to be more of a possession wide receiver. But if you can depend on him and he can catch the football consistently, you can get those little gains, those positive gains, and keep the defense a little off balance.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Deep in enemy territory, balls at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll go to the ground. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Let's go! Leaves it with the back. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield, it's Slater. Finds his man down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. A special teams penalty cost the D 15 yards as we start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And I think a lot of times on offense, you start to get first and goal. People are like, why do you run outside? You run outside because you want DBs to have to tackle, But they did a good job stringing this play out, not letting it get downhill and making the tackle on first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. On second and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Pac-12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Houston went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Cougars always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And the Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The hand to the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Running behind that left side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Smarty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Running back has it. Fighting off the defender. The Tide will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense has not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Slater. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Give to the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Sends it back in motion, trying to get the edge on the right. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look
looking for the end zone. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment, whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Slater. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. This will likely be the last play of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Connection to the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Okay, Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. To the air on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force the negative play.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll leave it with him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Slater. Zings it complete to the right. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down.
42, Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Power football with the run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Slater. Looking down the middle. Working on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
To the ground with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
I don't know. Maybe he's mad at the offense, so he's not going to let him play with the football. They're just punting on 2nd down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Back to pass, it's Slater. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this offense has not had much to cheer about. There's something right there. Let's see if they can string a couple of plays together. Listen, this game's probably over, but this offense has got to find some kind of a rhythm, something they can hang their hat on so that moving forward, this offense has an identity.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Takes the grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's first and goal.
Football 7. Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party gift. A late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Looking for a man. It's Slater. Throws to the tight end. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's as it right now, you can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the